Hey, this is Broderick, and I wanted to show you a piece today that I wrote based around a tapping technique. It's basically from all of the influences that I had heard of great pianists playing on their pianos, and a lot of my two-handed technique is actually borrowed from a lot of those pianists. But it's the idea of taking arpeggios up in sequences of fourths and really in any type of sequential pattern that you want, that sometimes with a picked or left-hand fingered pattern can be quite difficult. It's also got some cool little altered chords in it. It's got a Neapolitan chord and a augmented 3 chord and, you know, just your whole diminished 7 chord. So it's got some cool altered chords in it as well. I'm going to show you how the first half of that is played. Starts off with a good old G minor second inversion arpeggio with a little triad turnaround, and then goes to root with another little triplet on the top, and then it goes into a G minor scale, harmonic minor, down to the 6th chord, then a 5 of 5, a 1 first inversion, and a 5 chord to end. So in the first arpeggio of this sequence, we have a G minor 9. And the way you tap through this is a little bit different than the other arpeggios because I have you playing 2 tapped notes with the right hand as opposed to typically 1 per octave in the other arpeggios. So this sequence would go like this. Go G, A, B flat, pull off to G. That's the first sequence. Then it goes A, B flat, D, A. And at this point, I think when you pull off to the A, you actually go to your index finger. Yeah, and you go to your index finger. And then you would continue on with the sequence up the string. So ultimately, this hand, your right hand, is going to be playing both the B flat and the D at some points. It's a little bit of a trade-off, and probably I would say, well, I wouldn't call it the trickiest of all the arpeggios, but that's what makes this one quirky. So we've got... And at this point, this is where everything repeats with the next octave. So then we descend through the harmonic minor. And at the B flat, at this tapped B flat, is where the next arpeggio starts, which is the Neapolitan chord in this key, which is E flat major 7. So we get... And so that's where we go into the G minor, which also another important thing about this, the hardest thing about doing this sequence has always been trying to keep control of the open strings ringing out. The best advice I can give to that is to cut off the guitar neck. No. It's actually to use the palm of your hand as much as you can and keep it over the strings that you're not playing. So as I'm playing, I try and keep the B and everything below it muted as well as I can. It's a difficult task, and again, to me, it's what makes this piece so difficult to play. So as I roll through those notes, gradually rolling off my palm, but trying to keep it over as many strings as I possibly can.